Brother, you ready to change the world?
Dude, there's a lot going on. I'm ready.
No. This podcast is going to change the world. Because after I'm done revealing what I'm revealing, a lot of people are going to question what they believe in. Because this is going to give numerology and astrology proof worldwide. Because when people start using the examples I give them in their real life and they start seeing, yo, it's real, it's going to spread like wildfire. So let me give people a little context. We're going to start talking about Chinese/Vietnamese astrology, not the Leo, Virgo stuff that you guys talk about, what I call woman astrology. Not saying it doesn't work, but it's not as accurate as other forms. The Vietnamese and Chinese astrology is extremely accurate. I'm more with the Vietnamese for the simple reason because the Vietnamese believe there's a cat instead of a rabbit. We'll go into that a little bit later. But just context. Every sign has an opposite. Every sign has a yin yang. I came up with the term enemy signs. So the first sign is the rat. It's enemies with the horse. Example, Kobe and Shaq. Kobe was a horse. Shaq was a rat. They didn't really like each other. That is how enemy signs work. Next example is goat and ox. Ox and goat, there's a lot of examples you can use in real day life. One of them is this. Saddam Hussein, born 1937, year of the ox, he attacked Iran. That was one of his things when he was president of Iraq. He attacked Iran. Iran was founded in 1979, year of the goat. Goat and ox are enemy signs. So after Saddam got taken out, Netanyahu now wants to go after Iran. Iran, and want to guess what his sign is? Ox. So again, ox, goat, enemy signs. Here's another one. The Crown Prince, the Saudi Arabian Crown Prince, the most independent leader in the Middle East. He's an ox. He's not on good terms with Iran. So you see all oxes, doesn't matter if they're Israeli, Netanyahu, or other ones, you can see how they're against because they're polar opposite energies. NATO was founded 1949, the year of the ox. Russia, 1991, year of the goat. They have a proxy war now going. So when you take a look at energies, you understand, yo, there's something here. Next energy, tiger and monkey. America is a monkey nation. The most popular sport in America is the NFL. 1920 was founded. 1920 is a monkey sport. No one gives a damn about the NFL, except for maybe the Super Bowl one time a year. No one cares about it from outside the United States of America. But in a monkey nation, a monkey sport will flourish. Just like I've seen immigrants who come to America, and if they're born in the monkey year, they flourish. On the other end, the enemy of the monkey is the tiger. Prime Minister of India, Modi, he's born in the tiger year. When he was a diplomat, he was barred from this country. Again, enemy sign dynamic. Wesley Snipes went to prison for what?
I don't know.
Tax evasion. How many stars do you know who went to prison for tax evasion?
Not many.
So mostly people say, yo, that was racism. He's a black man. No. He's a tiger in a monkey country. So tigers will honestly take L's more in America than any other sign.
Wow.
This is how you have to look at things. And if you're in Canada and Canada was founded in a cat year, guess what? Roosters in that country are going to take L's. This is a way to apply this knowledge. We don't have to, faith is one thing. We need to start thinking. We need to start using this type of knowledge. And trust me, I'm getting to something. You guys are going to love the ending. The next enemy sign combination is the cat and the rooster. Now, a lot of people know that 50 Cent is born in a cat year. Cats are great psychologists. That boy likes to play mind games. Now, who are his enemies? P. Diddy. He's been going at P. Diddy for a decade now, hasn't he?
Longer.
Oh, P. Diddy's born in the rooster year. Cat, rooster, enemy signs. Who betrayed 50 Cent? Yo, 50, you're about to learn something. Who betrayed 50 Cent? The game. He's the one who left his clique. The game's a rooster. See, you empowered your enemy sign. He turned on you. And if people start applying this in everyday life, they'll see it. What people have to understand is it's all yin yang. You just have to understand what it is. The next enemy sign combination is dragon and dog. And this is where the presidential election comes in. If you don't believe the Democratic Party or the people behind the Democratic Party are using numerology and astrology, you're out your mind. Now, remember, I told you a while ago that Biden would drop out and he would not be running in 2024. I said that on this show.
Yep.
Now, why did they choose Camilla? Now, I thought it would be a black woman, but obviously they didn't go for Michelle Obama, but they went for Camilla. Camilla's a dragon. We're in the dragon year. What's the vice president's name?
Waltz or whatever.
He's also a dragon. The chances that they chose two dragons in the dragon year is 1 in 144. Less than 1% chance.
Wow.
This is done on purpose. Now, Trump is his enemy year. Trump got shot at, almost got assassinated. At least that's what the story goes. Mm-hmm. Trump got indicted 34 times. A man in his enemy year. You understand? Mm-hmm. So they have dragons going against the dog. Now, last election, Biden, someone born in a horse year, won in his enemy year. We see what happened. Now, is it possible? Yes. So we're going to see that, but don't think for a second the Democratic Party isn't using this stuff. Dragon. They all know what it is now. Next, I want people to understand the last enemy sign combination, and this is concern to you, Elon Musk. Next enemy sign combination is pig and snake. And when you look at certain issues, you start seeing that pigs and snakes don't get along too well. Charlie Sheen, born in the snake year, married Denise Richards, born in the pig year. How'd that marriage go? Not too well. That's what happens when enemy signs get together. Benazir Bhutto, former prime minister of Pakistan, was assassinated in a pig nation. Found in 1947, Pakistan. She was born in the year of the snake. This is how this stuff works. So now that we know we've established a foundation, rat enemies with horse, ox enemies with goat, tiger enemies with monkey, dog enemies with dragon, pig, snake, rooster, cat. Now that we established that, let's go deeper. There's a deeper layer to everything. Peel that onion just a little bit more. I've been doing readings for a long time. And one thing I noticed when I talked to people, they kept telling me the same thing kept happening in certain years. And this is something no one in the world would have figured out without actually talking to people and reverse engineering. There's no possible way anyone would have figured this out. As a matter of fact, I'm 100% confident that even the Rothschilds did not know what I'm about to reveal.
Wow.
I've called it death code. Ladies and gentlemen, you can actually predict death. Not with the year, not with the day, not with the time, but within the year with a lot of accuracy. And that is what we're going to reveal right now on your show. And I want all the Christians, especially the Christians, all the Muslims, the Jews, the Buddhists, the Hindus, let's go down the line, the Scientologists. I want you to try to prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. You won't be able to. People will question what the hell they're believing because then they will finally understand that this is a virtual reality matrix and all that other stuff is fairy tales.
Wow.
I believe there's very strong energy within the bloodline. If you have a child, you have a bloodline connection. I also believe that all your ancestors' energy is within your bloodline, my bloodline, everyone's bloodline who's listening. What I've noticed is I call the parents the old vassal and I call the kids the new vassal. So what I've noticed is a pattern of the old vassal, the parents dying in the new vassal's enemy year.
Whoa.
Example, Michael Jordan, born 1963, year of the cat. His dad got murdered 1993, year of the rooster, enemy sign. This is what I noticed. The people start dying in their kid's enemy year. Kanye West, born 1977, year of the snake. His mom died in a plastic surgery accident in 2007, year of the pig.
Wow.
Enemy sign again. And what I want people to do, don't believe me, now go through your families, go through your blood, your lineage, and you'll start seeing this pattern around 65 to 60% of the time. No one's trying to say they're God here or they're the prime creator and what we know is 100%. I'm telling you there's enough validity in this system to pinpoint the years people die. The Bush family. Both Barbara and Senior Bush died in 2018, the year of the dog. Their son Jeb is born in the year of the dragon. Enemy signs. Again, we see this combination over and over and over. Kobe Bryant, born in the year of the horse. He died a couple days into the year of the rat. Now that's his enemy sign. But where's the connection with the kid? Making sure I get this name and making sure I get this right. Natalie Bryant, his eldest daughter, is born in the year of the horse.
Wow.
She died in her enemy year, her dad. And this is what you see over and over and over. I got one more. And then you people can start doing your own research. You people out there start making videos of this, how this actually works in your own families. Time to change the world with knowledge, not with bullets, not with propaganda, but with actual knowledge. Let's get the people what they're craving for. They want knowledge. Now you have it. Now we've connected that the bloodline, the family and the kids are connected. That's why the old vassal is dying in the new vassal's enemy year. You want what more?
Yeah.
How about one of the most famous people in Las Vegas, Dana White? Dana White is born in 1957, year of the rooster, and both his parents died. 2023, year of the cat.
Wow.
So again, now I've given you 5 examples of people who are major celebrities who had their parents die in their enemy year for whatever reason. Natural causes, murder. But what I'm basically trying to show you here, there's a lineage between the kids and the parents. No matter what you say, there's energy at work here. Now people can see it is undeniable because of the numerology and astrology behind it. This is what really needs to be replaced with religion.
Right. So how does it work if you have multiple kids then?
Outstanding. It usually goes off the first kid, but it can go off all of the kids.
Okay.
So if you have 3 kids, find out what their enemy years are, that's probably when you're going to go.
Damn.
Now we basically, what we're doing right now, my man, is going to change life insurance rates in a couple years.
Wow.
Because once these people start realizing this is real, it is a whole new ball game. We have to get rid of the religious dogma. We need to start making sense of things. I do not believe a virgin gave birth to Jesus. It's ludicrous that people believe this stuff. It's ludicrous that people believe that Muhammad wrote one of the greatest books in human history, the Quran. Again, I'm not insulting anyone. That's one of the greatest books. An illiterate man wrote that? Come on, cut the games. Cut the games. Let's go into what actually works. Let's show you another way they operate. 3 is the number of the criminal. Criminal starts with C. C is the 3rd letter. Interesting that cop starts with C too. Very interesting how that works. But that's why they call it Congress. Bunch of criminals at work. Now you want to go even deeper again. We're peeling. We're going to peel here, folks. Name me all the last couple superpowers in world history. United States and the last 2.
Would it be Russia, China?
Soviet Union. I don't think Russia and China are superpowers yet. But if you go down the list, it will be USA, USSR, pre-Russia. Russia, I right now would not consider a superpower. And the last one you will call is the UK. The UK was empire. So now that we established the 3 is the number of the criminal, by the way, the Gambino crime family was started by a 3 life path. So again, we're revealing things, we're cutting onion things, but let's see how they actually take advantage. How do the elite actually apply this so they can get away with things? USSR starts with a U. UK starts with a U. United States of America starts with a U. U is the 21st letter. You want to do the math? 2 and 1 is 3. So the last 3 superpowers were all criminal regimes. And who's going to replace them? A lot of people think it's going to be China. C3, another criminal regime. Do people understand now what these people are doing? They're using the numerology and astrology and applying it at an advanced level. But I also said something else at the very beginning. I said that this was a planet full of fake gods. Fake gods. That's what I said. How can I prove this? Well, if this is a 3rd dimensional planet, we've heard this many times, and we have already established that 3 is a criminal, then maybe all the regimes on this planet and all the power structure on this planet is criminal in nature because it has to be. Maybe the prime creator put us down here to see if we could flourish and not be part of this criminal energy, this criminal regime, this criminal gods and demons that actually run this world.
Wow.
Think about it. And if this is a 3D realm, who are you praying to then? Who are you praying to then? You are praying to actual demons who are siphoning your energy in the 3rd dimension. Because that's what we're in. We're in the 3rd dimension, and these demons are siphoning your energy. When you pray, you become prey. The number 3, 3rd dimensional plane. Why do you think they call it the 4 horsemen?
Why?
4th dimensional plane. Now, you've heard the word matrix thrown out many times. By the way, Andrew Tate didn't say the word matrix once until he talked to me on the phone. So we'll leave that at that. Shout out to those guys for making my matrix word famous. Congrats. Anyways, when it comes to this metaphysical science type of thing. But when it comes to the word matrix, there's always words within words. Within the word matrix, you have the word rat. The rat in Chinese astrology is favored by the matrix. Now, how would we prove this? How would we prove that the rat is favored by the matrix? We try to see when the elite established certain things. Israel was founded in 1948, year of the rat.
Wow.
The rat is good friends with the monkey. Then we talk about America being founded 1776, the year of the monkey. So now do we understand why America always protects Israel?
Always.
I would consider the Saudi government probably the most favorable to Israel in the Middle East. Saudi Arabia was founded 1932, year of the monkey.
Wow.
Doesn't America and Saudi Arabia run a petrodollar scam that basically forces the world to use American dollars? And by the way, as an American, I'm very thankful for that. Okay. Lastly, we had a war or a big thing going on in Israel, Gaza right now. I want people to understand that Israel is very, very different than any other country in the world. Israel is basically named after 3 gods. Is, Ra, I'm sure everyone heard the god, Ra, and then El, as in Elohim. When you look at Ra, you can see his influence on astrology. Didn't I say the rat is favored by the matrix?
Mm-hmm.
The rat is connected to Ra. Matrix. So the god of Ra, who's honestly only a god in this realm, because numerology and astrology don't work in the dream world, or it doesn't work in the fourth dimension. That's why here in this dimension, the enemy of the rat, the horse, is basically abused in the English language. Think about this. Ho, horse. Whore, horse. See how it's almost similar? Even the English language, which is based off numerology, is against the horse, the enemy of the rat. That's why it calls them the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Because the 4 is going to go through to attack the 3. And by the way, in numerology, first time reveal, 3 and 4 are enemy numbers. 4 is the number of law and order. Does it make sense that a 3, a criminal, would have issues with a 4, which is the police and law and order? This is how numerology breaks down in everyday life. You guys just never thought how to apply it. You want to see even more?
Yeah.
Blue. If you add it up in numerology, B equals 2, L equals 3. Blue adds up to 4.
How does L equal 3?
L equals 3 because it's the 12th letter. 1 and 2 is 3.
Got it.
So again, blue would equal 4. Red, 18th letter. E, R is the 18th letter. E is the 5th. D is the 4th. So that adds up to 27. 2 and 7 is 9. So when you have red and blue together, 4 and 9 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. So even the blue and red lights the police function under all over the world, I might add, that light frequency is a 4. Do you understand how deep this stuff goes now?
Wow. Yeah.
People just never dissected it. This is some of the stuff I've been teaching my students within GG33, and now the public knows. So what I want the public to actually do is to start evolving all of this. I dropped enough seeds. I dropped enough seeds, and now you understand how people in positions of power actually use this. Lastly, I am not an atheist. I believe there is a prime creator. But I believe the prime creator threw us in this criminal realm to see who passes the test. Can you still be righteous if you're a rich man? But you can be a billionaire if you start doing things that are immoral. Can you be an attractive woman and not go on OnlyFans and take the $200,000 a month that you can make? Would you rather be a good mother? Stay at home, raise the kids. This is the decision the prime creator puts on all of us. We all have something. You're an influential guy. You could be pushing degeneracy. And you know if you be pushing degeneracy, you get a lot more views. I don't see you doing it. Why?
I know I'll harm people.
There you go. You don't think you're going to be judged by that? But most people in your position would not care. Fuck that. Give me the money.
Yeah, the streamers.
This is what you have to understand. This is what the prime creator put us in this criminal element for. If you're a great athlete, are you going to go around and whore around and cheat on your wife? By the way, if you cheat on your wife as a man, again, I'm not talking about girlfriend, boyfriend cheating. Who cares about that? But if you're married and you have kids with a woman and then you cheat on that woman, that's going to affect the health of the kids.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
Why do you? Because see, when the mom and dad create a frequency that a child comes from, once they let someone else come into that frequency sexually, it affects the child.
Wow.
So again, if you are sick and people don't know why you caught this disease, maybe your mom and your daddy were a whore and they were cheating around on you. Oh, does that hurt people's feelings? That said something like that? Because more people are going to be mad at me for my mannerisms than be mad at the people who are causing disease and suffering in this world. Stop being so sensitive and go after the people who need to be going after.